Hi, Trinity here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making a bourbon barbecue sauce that I have made before. Starting today, I am doing a 7-video series on canning for Christmas gifts. I am wanting to give a lot of canned goods away for Christmas this year. So, and barbecue sauce is gonna be one of those items. I have made this recipe before. It's a bourbon barbecue sauce. It's very good. The original recipe comes from Carol over at the Thrifty Chic Housewife. Loved her recipe. I will be kind of changing it up to make it my own. Not too much. I'll tell you what I do change. It's either reducing some seasonings or adding more. This is how me and my husband like it. But for the most part, it's the same. I will link her video below, so go check that out, as well as I'll write down the recipe that I do below. Okay, so first things first, we are gonna add, oh no, exploded on me. But first we're gonna start off with some ketchup. This is my homemade brown sugar, and I'll link that video. So brown sugar next. Onion powder, garlic powder. We're gonna do dried mustard or powdered mustard. Smoked paprika. Need to put this on my list because I am out. I'm just gonna do the rest of that. Cayenne pepper. This is one of the items I changed, which maybe I didn't change it, but her recipe called for red pepper, ground red pepper. And so I'm using cayenne because I don't know if ground red pepper is the same thing. But I believe she called for 2 teaspoons. I'm only doing 1. Chili powder, black pepper, salt, apple juice, apple cider vinegar, this is one of the things I'm changing. The original recipe calls for 1.5 cups bourbon and 1/2 cup water. I'm gonna do a cup of each. We're gonna do 3 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. If you're interested, I can make a video on how I make this. Lemon juice. Hot sauce of your choice. Just normal yellow mustard, or you can do a Dijon mustard if you want. Then we're gonna do liquid smoke. This is hickory flavor, and this is one of the things I do change. I do a little bit less than what she calls for in her recipe. I like a hint of smoke. I don't want it to like overtake. And this is just obviously my personal taste buds. Molasses as our last ingredient. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this stirred up on the pot, or stirred up and on the stove, and then I'm gonna clean up my mess. Okay, so I simmered my barbecue sauce on the stove for about 20 minutes, and then I am going to be loading them in these half-pint jars. For barbecue sauce, I prefer these little, like the skinnier one, the more narrow ones. But last time, a few times I went to the store, I can only find these wide mouth ones, which is fine. These are still a half pint. So I'm gonna be doing them in half pint sizes to give away as Christmas gifts. And let's start loading them. I'm not quite sure how many half pints I'm gonna have here. And we leave a 1/2 inch headspace. Okay, so this is still pretty liquidy, but we are gonna debubble all the jars just to be safe. Okay, and then next we are going to take some vinegar and a paper towel. We're gonna wipe the rims and then add our lid. Oh, and 1/2 inch headspace is this is supposed to be. And you can check that, I just eyeball it. But you can check that with your little tool. So these are about all pretty close, so we're just gonna go with it. And into the canner they go. Okay, so this is all I got in the canner. The bummer part about these wide mouth jars is you definitely don't fit as much in the canner, so I'd recommend gifting in this size, the more narrow ones. So I'm going to get all of this canned up, and I will be pulling this out, showing you when I pull it out of the canner. I will be processing these for 15 minutes, and I have to do 2 batches, so. Okay, so we are finished. I have my bourbon barbecue sauce. I got, I have my last batch going in the canner, but we have 15 half pints. So I have plenty to give away for Christmas, and along with some of the other jars I will be doing in my next videos. So stay around, subscribe, and hit the like button, and see what I'm gonna be canning next for gifts for Christmas. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.